Our worship is a part of the healing process, right? It's a part of what God was going to use to help us become better. God kind of laid it on my heart, but I want us to worship in the winter. Somebody put it in the chat. Worship in the winter. This is crazy. Worship in the winter. A lot of times when we hear about the winter season, we think about hibernating. We think about cold. We think about people not coming out as much as they used to. We think about time going back and it's looking dark sooner, right? The darkness stays longer. And that's not only in the natural realm, it's also in the physical realm. There's a thing called the winter blues. It's a psychological factor for many people that when the winter time comes, when these holiday seasons come, there's a blues that comes with it. There's a depression spirit that is released with it. There's a heaviness that comes. There's a grief. There's a mourning. Sometimes there's an anxiety. There's a depression. There's an overwhelm about the holidays. And for some of us, it's about the holidays because there's a loved one that's not going to be with us. And the holidays begin to remind us, take us in and on memory lane about a particular person or a particular place or a particular tradition that we used to have with them. But I just want to share with you all tonight about worshiping in the winter. Somebody go ahead and put it in the chat. Worship in the winter. Finding God in grief, anxiety, and holiday overwhelm. I'm going to say it again. How to find God in grief, anxiety, and holiday overwhelm. Finding God in your grief. And grief is just not the death of a loved one. Grief could be a divorce. Grief could be a loss of a child who's left the house or, went away to college, or you don't have contact with them anymore. Y'all have had a falling out with a sister or a brother or another family member, and you mourn and miss having conversations with them, but they don't want to talk to you right now in this space and in this place and at this time. So grief comes in many different ways. It's not just only the death of a loved one. There is a dying and there's a death and there's a separation that comes in many ways, even when people are still living, even when people are still around, even when people are still somewhere. There's still a yearning and a longing and a missing in my heart for that particular person, for that particular connection, for that particular conversation with them. And it doesn't happen like it used to, okay? So there's finding grief, finding God inside my grief, my anxiety, and my holiday overwhelm. You don't have to feel joy to choose worship. I want to say that one again. You don't have to feel joy to choose worship. Somebody needs to put that in the chat. You don't have to feel joy. I don't have to feel good. I don't have to like the feeling. I could be crying. I cried and worshiped my best. I had been in pain and in agony in my heart, and I gave God every bit of my worship, laying out just before him in my broken pieces and in my broken places. So my joy does not dictate my worship. Worship is not denial. I'm not denying how I feel, but it is defiance against discouragement and despair. I'm going to say that one more time because I like what I just said. I'm not being fake in front of sometimes. Oh, you being fake. You trying to sing over it and you trying to worship God over it. And you trying to act like it don't bother you. And you trying to act like it, nothing's going on. No, I'm not trying to act like nothing. I'm trying to defy discouragement. I'm trying to defy despair. I'm trying to defy depression. I'm being defiant. I'm being rebellious towards the very thing that's trying to come for me. I'm coming back for it with a vengeance. Just because I'm crying, just because I'm overwhelmed, just because I might be anxious, don't mean I'm not going to defy those feelings with still telling God how good he is, how wonderful he is, how holy he is, how marvelous he is, how mighty he is, how excellent is his name. I'm going to defy how I feel, and I'm still going to worship him in my winter season. Somebody say better.